Coming at you from Scratch and Wolf Studio. It's that time again. Rage across the internet. Your very favorite Werewolf the Apocalypse podcast. As always, I'm your host, Porter. To my left, we got my buddy Danny Tyson.
Hey, everybody.
Across from me, Tommy the Dixon.
Ooh, the Dixon.
The Dixon.
He's back.
That's right. What's up, brother?
It's recording day.
Hell yeah, it is.
I find it funny. I keep making a joke every time you come back.
Okay.
You're gone too much, man.
I'm the comeback kid?
Okay. Take it. Take it and run.
I don't know.
Just don't run away, because we still need you.
No, that might run away.
No, don't do that.
Porter sold the van, so I'm free.
Bringing that shit
I wouldn't go that far. We may have had you microchipped. Don't,
Bringing back some of that lore, huh?
I wouldn't cross the street without running it by me first.
Okay, then.
I'm just...
Like I'm your pet. What the fuck?
Nobody else is saying it. Only you.
All right, then. We have a show.
We
Always got a show.
Well, I mean, I think it's good we're getting our laughs out now.
Right.
Yeah, because
We're not going somewhere happy.
No.
this is, yep. And if you read the show title by now, we decided that first.
Yeah. That was a Tom. Got
Yes.
a prayer words do. The dangers don't realms.
Definitely don't recommend any of these.
Yep.
Three places in the Umbra you don't want to be.
No.
And once we realized which realm each one of us picked, and then we realized we're putting all three of these together, things got a little depressing.
A little dark.
A little bit.
Like, oh, that's cool. Oh, well, that's not so cool. Well, that's not so cool either.
I don't want to go there.
Oh.
No, thank you.
But, if you're stuck in the dark, you can always get yourself a Rage Across the Internet flashlight.
Ah, look at that.
I'm just kidding. That's not a real
I was
product
about to say, have those at the store?
No, they haven't. But there are a lot of cool products that have.
Now I'm picturing a flashlight with the logo. When the light turns on, the logo hits the wall. That would be awesome.
The RAI signal.
An RAI signal. There's someone signaling us somewhere.
Porter sees in the sky and go, fuck it. I'll get it later. He'll call
We
me
may
up.
appear, we may not.
He'll call me up like, you want to get that one?
Because we know I'm too busy.
My food just got here.
We took a vote. It's your turn, Danny. Go be the knight.
So we don't have flashlights, but we got some kick-ass shoes on there.
We actually, I think we do have the shoes on
The
there.
shoes are there.
Which
Yeah.
are there because one person requested it.
And hasn't bought them.
And we're still calling you out on that one.
Yeah, well, the rub is I don't remember who it was.
I still got to dive through those channels.
So they're getting away with it, right? They're still getting away with it.
I want to say it's Charybdis.
It
doubt
was not.
No.
He's the only one I could think of that would say you need to put those on there.
No, it was I want a pair, is what they said.
Ugh.
And I think Cathadian was like, how about boots? And then I showed him the boot options. He's like, never mind. No. I'm not wearing those.
They're showpieces.
I
You're
didn't
not supposed to
blame
wear them.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, I'd love to see if someone puts those on and show those off on the...
Go clubbing with them.
Go clubbing?
Hey, you'd be the talk of the club.
Right?
I hope that logo glows in the dark.
You know what I want to do now? And it's not an option yet, but it probably will be soon, based on the products out there. What if we did sheets? Did the RA purple background, do the logo, right? And then also do that Paul Way art.
Oh.
So, like the kid you're buying the Mario sheets for your kid, but like in adult sizes. And then you get the pillow sham and then the comforter.
Oh, you get a full set.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then your wife leaves you.
I was waiting for it.
Like, I got us a new bedroom set, honey.
So, guys, how do you get to the store?
You get there through our website, which is
.com.
Only one com, though.
Yeah, no.
Don't do it
If you put in
3
3,
times.
you're not getting anywhere.
I think you get like a virus.
Well, what else can you find on our website?
We'd have a good day. You can find our forums. And in our forums, check this out. Link to our Discord.
Nice.
Yes, it
Free of
is.
charge, just hop on in and hang out with us. Hang out with our community.
Some cool ass people.
Yup, and Charybdis.
Oh my goodness. Why does he get a call out every episode? I swear he does.
I may be accepting bribes under the table.
That makes sense.
Yep. I get $5 every time his name comes up, so.
Some cool ass people.
And Charybdis. Nice.
Oh, God. So, other than Charybdis, our community is awesome.
We're a bunch of assholes.
We are.
Still, on that Discord, we still have that link for 10% off your first purchase.
Yes, we do. And it's something that you bring up a lot. And I'm glad you do, because we bring it up never.
we forget a lot.
We got a lot of products on there, so if you want to buy a big bulk sum, 10% off helps.
That's a good point.
There's some cool shit there.
Yeah, we get some neat stuff there. You know, if you want to show your love or get an awesome mug that makes coffee taste better, allegedly. Or,
It really does.
Allegedly, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it does.
See it?
You can't prove it's not true. So
My clock tells the best time.
Well, provided you know how to read a clock.
I hope.
I may have chosen one without numbers.
It doesn't have numbers
Just
on
to
it.
be a dick about it.
But, I grew up with those kind of clocks, so it's fine.
Force people to learn to tell time with an RAI wall clock.
superpowers.
Right. Got those phone cases. I want to talk about those phone cases.
Yours is cool.
Right. I love this phone case. Because, again, it's that dual-layered thing where it's got, like, the rubber casing and then the shell that goes over it.
Yeah, it's double protection.
Yeah. And it comes in, like, all sorts of different phone styles.
Oh, for all the different phones.
Exactly. Like, I've got the iPhone, but... And, like, there's a bunch of iPhone models. There's a bunch of, Androids. And, yeah, there's...
The
Have a
Google
look,
phones,
because there's a
all of it.
lot of options.
Is there a Nokia on there?
Maybe.
Those exist still?
I don't know, maybe.
I didn't know they were still in business.
Well, then probably not.
I mean, they did make the most, indestructible phones back in the day.
Weren't they responsible for the N-Gage?
Maybe.
Which was basically a phone with a Tiger electronic game on it.
Oh, really?
I don't remember that.
This was so long ago we shouldn't be talking about it.
There you go, fine.
But yeah, check out what we got at the store if you want. Of course, we have our Patreon if you want to help support us that way.
Some big news coming soon.
Soon. Well, I guess we can talk about it
Okay.
as a lead up.
Sure.
Because now we know when it's happening.
Yes, we do.
We scripted a thing.
My God. There's kind of a plan.
Right.
Look, it's not a script. It's a plan.
It was penciled in, though. It
It's
could
a
be
schedule.
erased.
That's true. We didn't use
Yeah,
Crayola.
we didn't use Crayola.
Oh, boy.
Because you can erase that.
Nope, that's there forever. Pencil, you can erase.
Pen, you can kinda.
Yeah, but Crayola, you're stuck. That shit is just green now. So we actually scheduled a bit in advance.
Yes.
And so starting November 16th,
I believe that is correct. November 16th.
we will be airing the first 4 of our post-mortem series for everybody.
We're going to stagger those, because if you don't like it, well, we're sorry.
So it'll be
Just wait a week and then we won't have it.
Yep. So it'll be every 2 weeks, starting from November 16th till the end of the year.
That should be interesting.
Yep.
That's going to be a lot of fun because, again, when we first started, we didn't have as many people getting this postmortems as we do now. So let the whole world hear it.
Right? Get those first 4 out there. You can hear it. It's a sample of what the postmortems are like, and maybe that leads into a promotion. We'll see what the future is. Oh man.
Yeah, and if you like it, that way now you know if you ultimately decide you want to get the rest of them.
Yep. But so that's going to start there. We thought that'd be a good idea. Something for you guys and a little time off for us.
Yeah.
Coming
that's-
into the holidays, because that's going to get nuts.
Yeah, that's a month of shows we don't have to worry about recording.
But yet we're still going to end up recording.
Right,
course,
but
'cause
now we have
holidays.
the buffer around Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Correct.
And Halloween? I don't know. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Okay. Well, and also, yeah, happy Halloween, everybody, because we are still in the Halloween season.
Yes, we are.
This is true.
Yeah.
'Cause this one will be... We'll still... still not there yet, but Halloween, either the day before, will be the release of, for our current patrons, The Condemned.
Yes, and which is a great way I like that's coming out on Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, the Time of Nightmares.
Segways.
Yes. I was so bummed out when Danny started going. I'm like, this is going to be perfect. Shit.
Our Dangerous Don't realms.
Yep. We present to you the Dangerous Don't realms, the latest in our Neo Realm series.
The latest in all of our depression.
And as a change of pace, I'm going to go first.
Whoa.
Okay.
Weird.
Look out.
Oh, I was going to say, who's going to go first? But you already decided. Go for it.
We can run it back and
I mean, he's just jumping on that live
Oh,
grenade.
go
I'm going to take that grenade. Because you know what? I think it's only going to go downhill from here.
That's what I was about to say. He's probably got...
shit.
Oh, he does. He's got the... If I had to rank him, I think it's the least...
The least depressing?
The least
Of the
depressing
three
of the three.
So I present to you, gentlemen, Wolf Home.
Which doesn't sound
It doesn't
bad at
sound
all.
bad at all. It's like, oh, it sounds like summer country. It's somewhere I'm going to go relax.
No, yeah, you can be yourself and at home as a wolf.
Yeah.
But only a wolf.
So you're stuck in lupus.
Because, yeah, when you enter Wolf Home, you are now in your lupus form. Forever.
Oh, what? Forever?
For
So get out.
We'll get to that. Because
Oh.
can you?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Can you get out?
Dangerous Don't realm, of
Because
course.
that's up to you, asshole.
Holy shit.
That's up to what's in your heart. And that makes it worse.
Oh,
You know,
I see where this is going already.
I will
Got it.
preface, all of the Farah can reach Wolf Home. Most don't. And now all of them are confined to their animal form.
So they're equivalent to lupus.
Yes, they're lupus equivalent. I mean, and even with the Rokia, they will change to be able to be freshwater or saltwater depending on. Because
Okay.
you are a shark and that's it.
So is it still called Wolf Home to them?
Largely, it's still called Wolf Home.
Okay.
Because mostly, again, most shifters, other shifters don't encounter the realm. The Nuishas still call it Wolf Home. The Korax will still call it Wolf Home. Who, by the way, almost get a free pass in the realm.
Of course they do.
Why am I
Son of
not
a-
surprised?
Yeah,
Of course they
they
do.
probably have it easiest of everyone.
Gaia's Hall Pass.
Yeah. The Ratkin, though, they do have a different name for it.
Oh.
They call it Hell.
Okay.
Why?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
So in Wolf Home, again, you are confined to that animal form. You get to keep your intelligence, but your intelligence changes.
To your form.
Well, to an animal. Garu become wolves. But again, Macaulay crocodiles, the Ananasi, they're just spiders. But
Big spiders, little spiders?
no, they're the little spiders. They're just spiders.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Step on, go crunch.
Well, that's not a good time.
But, not only can you not interact fully with the humans of the realm, you can't interact normally with the humans of the realm, you can't even understand them.
So there
you
is
normally
humans
do.
in this realm.
Oh, there's a lot of humans.
So there is no Garu tongue at that point, is what you're saying.
Well, I'll
High tongue.
stick with me here. We're going to...
Try
humans
it.
can't speak high and tongue in the first place.
That's true.
John Arbuckle is like, hey, Garfield. Garfield's not going cat language. I don't know why that was the one I chose. I don't know why Garfield was in my heart, but
Lasagna.
I am kind of hungry.
There we go. See? I did it for you. I did it for you.
There you go. The things that humans do in Wolf Home, it's scary and bizarre and incomprehensible. It's not, but to your brain it is. Kind of like in Pangea, where you don't know your tribe anymore, and your fur is just gray, because it's all
Okay.
one Garu. It's like that.
Wasn't
It's
Pangea just black and white?
No. You dead.
great. Your mentality, you can't understand. You have a comprehension of humans' language, but it doesn't all make sense. You can make intelligence rolls, but you won't be able to get concepts like laboratory or key to the cage door. And these are words that might be relevant during your stay in Wolf Home.
Oh. Okay. I see where you're going, and your shit-eating grin on your face right now. Oh, if anyone else could see this.
Wolf Home is largely, there are plenty of different areas. There is a countryside, great. There's, and we're going to talk about it. But it's kind of like suburban hell.
But suburban for animals.
Yeah, you're the animal.
And you're the animal. Jesus.
maybe certain Garo could pass themselves off as like a wild dog, right?
I can see that.
But then what happens? Animal control gets called.
Yep.
And
Or you become someone's pet.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I see that more of like the glasswalkers maybe, or the bonars, closer to that part of it.
Why?
Just because they're closer to humanity.
But why would they want to do that?
I don't know. I'm guessing. This is already sad.
You won't be someone's pet, man. Come on. You know, you go to the shelter, and you're lumped in, in cages, tightly packed with maybe sick or rabid animals, waiting to be spayed and neutered.
Or euthanized.
Or euthanized.
Yeah.
Or adopted by some shitty family where this kid's pulling your tail all day, and you get kicked because you snapped at the kid.
What if you're frenzied?
It's possible. But then what happens?
Well, the whole family's murdered.
Or you're
Well, you're
euthanized
certainly
immediately.
Yeah, you're not shifting forms.
You still do it in lupus.
Sure. But then maybe you get kicked, or maybe there's a shotgun right there in the mantle. Everyone's shitty and evil, man. This is the worst version of humanity at this point. Maybe you get you get sent off to a lab and experimented on, or tagged and thrown back to the wild where the humans can watch what you're doing.
Or I'm going to test this new hairspray product on you.
Exactly.
Oh, this is...
And again, this is true for every shifter. So everyone has to deal with this shit. That's why, again, the Korax probably have the easiest time because they can just fucking fly and hang out on a telephone pole.
Bastards.
Tell me, man. You got to call them Gaius Hall Pass.
They really do.
Free pass. Not hall pass.
But yeah, you do have, of course, like every other Umbra realm, there's different areas.
To get in and out?
Well, different...
Okay.
He'll get there.
Yeah, different, we've talked about them before, different sections. Different depending on the realm.
Mm-hmm.
Be they continents or sections of a town or further up and down the fucking web city or what have you. Right? So, like, they have the countryside. And it's kind of like a rustic English thing in stereotypical suburbia. You get little small farms and laboratories and electric fences. There's always ranger stations and, like, scientific outposts. This is it's probably the best version of the realm in terms of survival because there's less people there.
In terms of survival, I get that.
Right. But there's still danger because there's hunters, researchers with cages, other predators. There's spirits all over the realm, wildlife spirits and obviously human spirits, and no one knows they're a spirit, of course. So
they just think they're going about their business.
So you just, came into the rival territory of like a grizzly bear or something.
Or a girl.
But it's just a grizzly bear.
It's just a bear, though.
No, I know, but yeah.
Well, now what? Or a pack of wild dogs or a pack of wolves. Maybe you can dominate that pack, but then what? You're still here. Maybe you can't, and you're being hunted by them because you're all alone and life sucks.
Oh, man. Why would you go here?
And even then, there's only so much countryside to go around. Right?
Yeah, you run out of
so
space.
What's the point of this realm?
The point of this realm, and I guess maybe to say, in order to leave, because there are always ways to go into an Umbra realm, and we know that. There are moon paths, there's accidents, there's Umbra winds. There's
accidents.
Things happen.
Yeah, maybe you're sent to whatever. But the only way out is to come to terms with and embrace your inner bestial nature. To, in your heart, accept and embrace your inner wolf.
Which, how can you do if you're being hunted or kicked or tested on?
Life sucks, man.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
what I'm saying. Life sucks
This
so
is a
much.
dangerous don't realm. Did you not pay attention?
Damn it.
Oh.
So again, like I said earlier, not only is it up to you, but it's up to you like in your heart. You can't just go, no, I get it. I'm totally at one with my animal self. Please?
Well, I mean, eventually if you
Please.
start living there long enough, it would tend to happen.
But how long?
Yeah,
Well, I know
that
it
can
depends
take.
on the person, obviously, but you would give in to, this is home now, so you'd give into it, and you'd start giving in to the tendencies of your form.
Maybe?
I mean, the thing is, it's really up to the storyteller. And they're clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what does that mean? To exit wolf home, the shapeshifter has to get in touch with his animal side and truly understand the bestial aspects of his nature. Likely in a way he never has before. The moment at which that character has learned the subject lesson, and how, it's up to the storyteller's discretion. But once that moment is reached, the character may leave.
Oh, it's not just like a forceful pull. It's you just
Yeah. So maybe they already figured it out, but they didn't know they figured it
they didn't know they
out.
figured it out, and they didn't know an exit opened up.
I would like to think an exit opened up. Like in my mind, because it's not specific.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I like to think like Quantum Leap.
Okay.
The imaging chamber in Quantum Leap. Like, you have Dean Stockwell sitting there, Sam, Ziggy says you got to do this. I got to go because I got a date with 6 girls, and I need some more cigars first. And he hits the button, and that imaging chamber door opens. And it's just that door of light that slides up, and there's some smoke in it, and then he just leaves the fucking chamber, and he's gone. I like to think of it like that. Like this little doorway of light will just pop open somewhere.
Yeah,
but that's up to me.
I'm going to say, but what if that somewhere is nowhere near you?
Well, I wouldn't do that.
When you give into your beast heart, though, you're not going to go into it because it's foreign.
Well, it's not regressing your brain, it's understanding, coming to terms with
okay.
it, But again, that's not exactly easy to do.
Right.
That's not like, I just got to do these 3 things. No, you got to come to terms with something in, like, your heart. And, like, no one's there to tell you that. That's the... Like, it's fun that we're sitting here talking about it.
Like,
no one tells you.
There's no guides in this WoW.
That's fucked up.
And imagine if you could. You're into, like, a rat kid or something. He's like, yeah, all you got to do is just come to terms with your nature. The fuck does that mean?
So, again, what is the point of this realm? Why would somebody even go here?
Well,
he just said it. You don't go here on purpose. Accidents happen.
But, it's also not... It's generally not a place to go to. An accident. I mean, you might be sent there by an elder to teach you about your wolf side, to get in touch with it. Think of the glass walker who hasn't been to Lupus in 6 months.
Well, that's also if the elder's nice enough to tell you that that's how you get out.
Oh, I can't imagine he would, because then you'd miss the lesson, wouldn't you?
That's true.
It could be...
Well, you know the lesson, but you still have to figure it out.
Or maybe you're on an umbral quest to pull someone else out of there who's been stuck.
Ooh.
I was thinking like a rank challenge.
Possibly that.
I don't know for which auspice, but...
Whatever. Maybe it's how to show restraint and attack somebody. Maybe it's the Ragabash should be clever enough to figure out how the fuck to get home. Maybe, I don't know what. But
all right, those 2 ideas work.
That's true.
I couldn't think of anything. You just grabbed me 2. Perfect.
But yeah, like we talk about the different areas. I talk about the countryside. There is the town, which is flat out like suburbia. It's like suburbia on steroids. We talk about the animals and animal control and winding up at a shelter, which exists in a plethora. You could hit the sewers.
Uh-oh. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Well, I mean, if you're a Macaulay or a Ratkin.
That's about where you'd go.
Yeah. But, I mean, and that's the thing, is it's you picture that kind of suburban nature, and we know what that looks like. And I think everyone knows kind of what that looks like. That it's just worse. And it's aggressively shitty to animals. You can end up in the zoo.
Mm.
Yeah, and how do you find your animalistic nature if you're in a zoo?
Where they feed you all day, and you just lay around.
Yep. And you're poked and prodded at, and children are laughing and screaming and throwing shit.
Yep. Exactly what I was thinking.
And then what do you do then? Do you just sit there and take it and waste away, or do you fight back? Which, is a great way to get a beating from a zookeeper. Or end up at a shelter. And you're not alone in that cage, certainly, right?
I was going to say, then there's others who are with you who are dealing with the same
And
crap.
there's already a pack hierarchy.
God, this place sucks.
So, imagine they're throwing 3 steaks a day in your wolf enclosure, and there's 5 wolves.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Obviously the alpha's eating.
Right? And it ain't you, unless you fight for dominance, but then what? Do we still attract zookeeper attention?
The fight would.
Or, or again, you get sent to the camps, as they're known as in Wolfholm.
Okay.
They call them the camps because terms like laboratory and medical testing center are too complex
I was going to say,
grasp in Wolfholm.
Okay, there we go. Because you don't understand those terms. You already said that.
Right? It's, and there could be different things and different purposes, but I mean, bottom line, that's you in there, shot up with tranquilizers, shipped off, experimented on, put in a cage roughly your size,
Maybe.
stacked up on top with a bunch of others while you're being fed the latest antidepressant meds, or hair loss, hair loss prevention creams, or what happens if you spray a mascara and, you just put mascara on a wolf. What happens then?
Pretty eyes.
Right? Hey, we think this body spray gives you cancer.
We're going to test it on these guys.
Well, good thing you healed.
And you
Do
still
you?
will. But...
Do you still heal at a Gara rate, or...?
It seems you still heal at a Gara rate, but there are other things. And this is when I want to jump to the laws of the realm.
Okay.
A shapeshifter in wolf form is trapped in its normal animal form and may not assume any other form. We've talked about even partial transformations are impossible. There's no backdoor in this thing. It's it. In the animal mind, quote, limits your understanding of what's going on with humans. So you can't comprehend written languages. You can't read. And you can understand human speech, but again, there's only so much you can do. Like, it's an intelligence roll to see how much you actually understand and can retain with human concepts.
Oh my god, this is so mean.
Humans in wolf home tend to fear and disdain most animals.
If not all.
And an Osteocorex are not in as much danger. But even they tend to get shot by hunters, farmers, bored children, or stepped on by disgusted soccer moms. In order to use a gift in Wolfhome, a shapeshifter must expend Gnosis Point and make a willpower roll against a D5 plus the level of the gift.
Whoa. Whoa.
This cost is in addition to any other prerequisite cost for the gift.
Jesus. Like, this
Well,
gift
at least
will
it
help
maxes
me.
out at 10.
And gifts in Wolfhome last 3 turns maximum. Even if the effect is permanent.
So I can't blur for more than 3 turns.
Right. Heightened senses, 3 turns. Spirit of the Fray, once you use it, is only good for 3 turns.
Oh my god.
Wow.
No rights of any sort work in Wolfhome. Ironically, characters might have to think like a human to survive in Wolfhome, but doing so too often enough makes it harder and harder to understand one's animal nature. And thus be free of the realm.
Jesus.
None of the denizens of Wolfhome are aware that they are spirits. All spirits not native to Wolfhome must be bound to a Garu or dedicated talisman before entering the realm. Otherwise, they automatically enter dormancy for as long as they're in the realm. So if you got like a spirit buddy, he's going night-night the entire time you're there. No calling spirit friends.
So no help whatsoever.
Not even having them with you when you go in. That ain't going to work either.
Just getting worse and worse.
The only way to leave Wolfhome, we understand that we talked about that already, is understanding your nature. And shapeshifters may not breed with the spirit creatures of Wolfhome.
So I think you're a little too busy to worry about breeding.
But it's not even a good way to go make some lupus.
Yeah.
That won't work either.
What about dreaming your way out?
Unless that dream is becoming one with your animal self.
It's okay.
Dreams of you frolicking in the field.
I just know there are other realms that's
Not this one.
Not this
usually
realm.
the
Not this
easiest
one.
way to get out is to dream.
Again,
your way
the only way out. Only way.
This is nuts. And this was
This is the nice one.
This is
tonight.
the nice one. This is the least of the worst.
I'm already depressed.
Right? I actually planned on doing a story in Wolfhome at one point. Back in the Virginia games,
Okay.
I had an Umbral 4-parter. The idea was that group had gotten caught up in an Umbral storm, slung off to the Near Realms. And it was about them trying to get home because they were green enough that they wouldn't just know how to get home.
Okay, so they didn't even heard of the realm before, so they wouldn't have that knowledge prior.
Right, yeah, they're still green. They were there learning about the battlegrounds, and Umbral Storm kicked up. They wound up, they woke up in Pangea. How do we leave here? Where is here? And how do we leave here? We don't know. And so it was it was like that, an exploration of the different realms that you can only do with inexperienced characters because they don't know how to get...
Right. Because again, player knowledge, character knowledge, you
Right.
don't want them using that.
Originally, I was going to do Wolfhome is part 3.
So as they try to get out of Pangea, they get thrown into Wolfhome.
Right, they end up in Wolfhome. They made a wrong turn. Oops. And what I realized is I had to scrap it because there was no way.
They're never going to leave.
There was no way this pack was going to figure that out.
I
on
don't
their
see
own
many
and leave.
figuring that out, period.
Right? I think it's something that just happens while you're in the realm. A realization that you come to naturally.
Quote unquote.
But, I mean, if you don't know the secret. But how do you do that in a game?
Without
With
giving them the
characters,
information.
right, with characters who are not, they're not going to figure it out.
Chapter
not gonna figure
6,
it out.
still stuck here.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Wolf
Chapter
Form Part
9.
4, no one showed up to game night.
Chapter 9, you're being tested on. Are we having fun yet, guys?
Yeah, Chapter 6, your
Again.
friends stop taking your calls.
You're no longer a storyteller. Smart choice on scrapping that.
Yeah. Of course, I did replace it with another realm that's coming up tonight.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So is that mine or is that Tom's? So we'll leave it with.
Figure it out.
All right.
I think that's a perfectly good segue, personally. Unless you guys are still fighting over order. I don't remember.
No, that was a perfect segue for Danny, so I guess.
feel like it
All right.
was.
So what you're saying is they went to the Scar,
Yeah, they did.
and
Time to get really depressed.
I was gonna say this was bad enough. But
It didn't
like,
get better.
This was.
So they went from
rough.
Pangea to the Scar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
This was rough.
Oh, I bet.
So now you have said it on this podcast several occasions, especially in the beginning, because you had talked. You briefly mentioned that there was the Umbral Storm and they went to the Scar,
Yep.
and it's very much Dickensian London.
That's how I've always described Scar. Like,
Yeah. Now you say that,
I do?
and I can see it, and it's like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's dark, and well, London at that time sucked, sure. But as you're reading this, like, holy shit, that's way worse. It's very much Dickensian London, but oh my god, is it way worse than it sounds.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So it's worse than Dickensian London.
Yep.
So, now, last time I had the Cyber Realm.
Right.
Now, because Cyber Realm obviously is Weaver territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the hub of the Weaver.
So, there are a couple, I guess, theories on where the Scar comes from. And this little quote here, ready? The Scar is a promise, co-signed by the Worm and Weaver. This is the future of Gaia. It's so sad and depressing.
Oh, boy.
More quote. The Weaver's careless plunge toward mechanization gave the Unmaker a chance to hitch its horse to Grandmother Spider's wagon, and it did so with glee.
And to put that in plain English, the Scar was the Weaver's hub
Right.
before the Cyber Realm. But then the Worm
It's not really that it
came
took
on
it.
in,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not only that it took it over.
but it kind of fused.
Yeah.
This is a Weaver Realm. The Weaver Realm. This is a Weaver Realm that is one co-opted.
Yeah, exactly that. So together, what the fuck? Together they corrupt the realm. Like together, it's corrupted by both Weaver and Worm. It's sweatshops, overworked laborers, an industrial hell.
I mean, Dickensian London, yeah.
And then steroided a bit.
Just a bit. Shapeshifters who come here risk being trapped, but not just by pattern webs, but by the dense, rusty web that makes up the spiritual membrane.
So it's a gauntlet, essentially.
It's, yeah, like the web version of the gauntlet, but like super ridiculously dense.
Div 10.
Now, as far as Umbra 20 goes, it didn't give those, but it didn't give those stats. But the way it's saying super dense, I would imagine they're high difficulties.
Oh, yeah.
Now, also, the air here is like super polluted and gross and thick and heavy that when you're breathing it in, if you breathe it in for too long, it reduces your will to like fight on and to go anywhere and just makes you more complacent.
Yeah, just makes you stay here.
Yep. It's also policed by corporate-controlled Banes. Imagine, like, Scrags in police uniforms.
Well, that's an image.
And it's a whole new meaning to police brutality.
But that's putting Scrags at a high intelligence level.
Again, that's why I say what I just said.
This is Imagine. It's their own Desians of Scar that are terrible.
Terrible, yes. Any Garu caught, they will imprison and force them to become part of, quote-unquote, the workforce.
Sweatshop time!
Oh, and how?
Mm-hmm. Now, the workforce here, Gnosis is drained from all of the workers and all the worker spirits, as well as whatever remains from former employees.
Oh, God.
The Gnosis is stored in giant vats in, the basements of all these different factories and workplaces, and that Gnosis is then pumped into mass-produced husks to make worm fetishes.
Yep.
Why haven't we nuked this place yet?
Yikes.
Right.
I mean,
Get rid of the worm's armaments and you can fight them better.
Well, what would
It's actually one of the story seeds. You're trying to stop one of the a train full of worm fetishes about to leave out. Some cool story seeds in there, but Jesus, you don't want to be here.
No, you definitely don't. Wow.
Entrances are not heavily guarded. Some of them not even guarded at all.
I mean, why bother?
right?
Once you're in there, you're boned.
It's almost like they're inviting visitors.
Exactly.
They want you to get here.
So how do you leave?
Well, hold on. We'll get there in a second. Your past there might include an old railroad line that's no longer in use, old cobble road lit by gas lamps, showing that era of time.
Mm-hmm.
And the closer you get, the denser those weavers' webs are. So you see it coming, but again, the air, you don't want to.
Well, I keep walking forward.
Now, to leave, only the most gifted shifters can step sideways. Because of how thick the gauntlet is.
Right.
And failed attempts attract an immediate, overwhelming response from the weavers' quote-unquote frantic minions.
Well, we know how pattern spiders love when we screw with the webs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you take those pattern spiders, and maybe now those are bane spiders, because they are in fact possessed. They got their worm influence up.
Yeah.
And you're getting more complacent being there, and you're not going to fight back as well.
And then you can escape. They'll try to escape through the dream zone. But if the longer you're there, the more complacent you are, you don't dream about anything else but being there.
Oh, jeez.
And
I love it here.
Then, the truly desperate can always take the train.
What train?
There is a train you can leave, but it only goes to one place.
I don't think I want to know.
Is it Disney World?
Close. Melpheus.
The happiest place on earth.
From a particular standpoint.
Jeez.
This is... Oh, my God. So, again, what we say, Cyber Realm was from last time, but with the Scar, it's kind of like a vicious cycle. The Cyber Realm merely existing doesn't help the existence of the Scar, and probably even kind of slowly killing it, maybe? Something like that. But, the barons and the higher corporate people, or Banes even, of the Scar, as they leave and go to Cyber Realm, the harder the workers that are still there are forced to keep moving and keep working in the Scar. And the harder they're working, the longer the Scar's staying alive. So it's just a ridiculous cycle.
Papa Worm needs that gnosis.
Right?
Now, there is a thing in there, the totem rat.
I was hoping you'd bring this up.
Yeah. He works to try and, dissolve the entire realm.
Good.
And he'll work to, he'll direct Bonars and Ratkin together to try and disrupt anything that goes on with upper management.
So there's a full-on resistance, underground resistance being led by an avatar rat.
Yep.
That's cool.
Right?
They call it, I guess they call it a team up here. They call that amalgamated.
Amalgamated.
I put it in Google Translator and had her say it, and she said amalgamated. So
Because Google Translator's right.
I'm just saying. Either way, I'll just say amalgamated. Whatever.
Okay.
Amalgamated. I don't think it matters.
That word.
Amalgamated. Fine. I'll say amalgamated for you.
It's not for me.
Okay. Amalgamated iron. And as time went on, other Garu started to join in on this union, this team up. And now any shifter that's welcomed into the union receives the benefit of rat as a totem as long as they're there. But don't stay too long, because
You might get used to it.
Right?
You might go, it smells nice here.
Yeah, there we go. That's Scar, and that's super depressing, and life sucks.
So what's the point of that realm?
Again, you sorry, Danny, go ahead.
It was controlled by Weaver. It's corrupted by Worm, and probably even corrupted by both of them.
Joint corruption, yeah. We touched on that.
And again, there's a couple story seeds in there. Maybe you're trying to stop that delivery of all those worm fetishes. Again, they're husks of worm fetishes, but still, maybe you're trying to save a pack who got stuck down there, but they don't want to leave because all their gnosis was drained, or it's slowly being drained and more corrupted.
Maybe you got lost in a normal storm and are just trying to find your way out. Maybe you done pissed off Rat or his brood.
And he tricked you to go down there.
I'm not tricked. Flat out told you. You gotta make...
You gotta make dues.
Yep. You gotta make it right with Rat. Go help the resistance.
Yeah.
Viva la resistance.
Right? I think that's cool. You know, and the thing is I mentioned I changed that third parter.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't write it. I was just blocked.
Oh, that's...
You know, I had elements, and that story was ghost written. It was a producer, Joey. If you guys remember Joey, she wrote that story for me.
I'm sure she depressed all of those people.
No, she did. They hated the story. They were miserable
how can
the
you
whole
like
time.
the play?
Yeah, I was just saying, it's miserable being there.
She captured the feeling of it so well. And then to add to it, they couldn't make a roll to save their lives the entire night.
Oh, so they were there for too long.
There were 3 botches in that story.
Oh, God.
Oh, so they got on the train.
They didn't. They found... they followed the story. They found... they worked with the local resistance. Not at a rat level, but on a human level.
Okay.
Because it's all spirits, but whatever. Yeah. And got a lead on the exit, on a secret exit in one of the manager's offices in one of the larger factories. And they ran from him.
I'm sure they were depressed.
Yeah, like we're not even, our roles have sucked. This place is awful. We're just running away.
They fox frenzied without fox frenzy.
Yes.
Okay.
They made the willful decision to, like, Benny Hill style.
Yeah.
If Yakety Sax started playing, or give him to chase us to their side, they were to run around his desk and then go to that back room and then...
Did they cry?
No, but one of the characters blew himself up by using Create Element in a textiles factory.
Oh, bad idea.
Night of the Air, just...
Bad idea.
Yep.
Now, I laugh by saying all that stuff, and I try and make jokes, but that's because I'm trying to keep it lighthearted because it's so depressing. Just reading that, I was like, oh my God, I want to go to sleep now. I don't want to do this.
Dream your way out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's dark, it's bleak, and I think it's easily worse than the Cyber Realm. Because at least... I don't know.
Well, the Cyber Realm had its tears.
Right.
True.
But then...
And the Cyber Realm wasn't corrupted by Worm.
Exactly. It's that, here it is, and even the Weaver shit isn't safe from the Worm's corruption. And this is what happens. Fuck, man. Should you imagine the Weaver on that shit, too? Like, he went to the trouble to trap the Worm. Mm-hmm. He's got his pretty realm called Scar, and everything's happy, and all of a sudden, why is there a
Bane Spider?
Yeah, well, what the fuck is a Bane Spider? What is this? What are you doing up there? You're supposed to be trapped. Get out of my house.
Now I have to make a new house.
Right? Just stay there and shut up. Don't help.
Don't help.
Quote unquote help.
Right.
That's the way Porter helps.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I know, I'm pretty depressed talking about it again.
I'm done here.
We're not.
No, we got one more.
Because we do have one more. What's up, Tom?
It's bad.
Was it better or worse than what I just had?
I'll let you make that opinion on it.
Because we were trying to decide.
It's
a toss-up between our twos. I feel like it's a toss-up.
But that segue was too perfect.
Yeah,
and I wish, and spoiler, it's not. I wish it was Malpheus next.
Right?
Because you take the train.
Good call.
Take the train to Yeah.
But
we missed that one.
No, but that's not what's happening, because that gets its own episode.
Yes, it does.
We're digging deep in that one, guys. You wait.
I like that one, though. The truly desperate can always take the train. ...
Which no one has ever come back from.
I wonder why.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
It only goes one way.
But that's the thing, too.
Straight to hell.
If you're reading that, especially in number 20, it doesn't tell you right away. It just says the truly desperate can take the train. And then you'll have like 3 more paragraphs before it tells you where the train goes.
That's a good way of putting it, though, because you got to ride that train for 3 paragraphs.
That's what she said.
Why would she say
Yeah, I don't understand.
that doesn't make sense.
It's fine.
Well, let's see if we can
Top it?
Yeah,
let's round this off here, Tom.
I had the atrocity realm.
You're like,
Hooray.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, this realm reflects the taint of the worm, as few others do.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, so it is thought to be the embodiment of the psychic residue created by countless acts of brutality, torture, and degradation in the material world.
All right.
Yeah, get ready for this ride. So the spirit eminence of this realm, they recreate phantom tapestries reflecting acts of horror from the material world.
Oh, God.
So one horrific scene after another presents itself to the traveler's eyes.
It's like the battleground of war crimes.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Oh,
It's not going to get any better.
I can just see, like,
It's-
every horror movie of, like, and not
There's
even,
more
like,
than just this that happens in there.
oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, it's not getting any better.
I was just thinking, like, every horror movie, but, like, not, like, horror, scary horror, but, like, horror, like, the sick,
Like a
disgusting...
porno?
No. Sick, disgusting things that humans do.
Oh, yeah.
That's like Faces of Death, the Umbral Realm.
Kind of, yeah. No,
Yeah,
you're spot on kind of with that one. So let's see. Atrocities perpetuated by shapeshifters show up particularly vividly in this realm. Some Garu claim that most of the deeds of the Impersium can still be found reenacted by the phantasmal simulacra somewhere in the center of the atrocity realm. So you want to know what happened? There you go. You can go see it. Enjoy.
Oh, that one's... I don't want to say cool, because it's definitely not cool.
I wouldn't want to go with it. I mean, that's
like-
being plugged into your brain.
Right, but, like, that can show you, like, look at all the bad shit you did. Look at all the bad shit you're responsible for. As far as the Impersium goes.
Yeah. But then also, you as a shapeshifter, if you did anything bad, and you get those visions will come to you even more vividly. Like those ones you can't escape. If you are the one that did the bad things, like you mass murdered things, that's going to latch to you, and you can't escape that until you come to terms with it.
Fuck.
Just rub your nose in it.
Yeah.
It's just it's just bad news.
I just think of my character when he had to kill his first innocent.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That still haunts your character.
Because it did. It took a while. I think he's over it now, but, like, to go there now, it would just be tenfold how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
So you ready for it to get worse?
Oh, God, no.
All right, well.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, well, it's gonna. So the terrain of this place is hideous. It is a frequent wasteland of browns and slimy grays, mud pits, and piles of rotting skin, and cairns of skulls and bones. Putrid or mummified carcasses of mutilated victims project halfway out of the ooze.
The ooze?
The ooze.
What is the ooze?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, so
We're going to find out the secret of the ooze.
Yeah, you'll get there.
I was trying to say it. You son of a bitch. Is it from TGRI?
The ooze.
He doesn't get it.
No, I'm not even
Yeah, he's
giving it
not
to you
even
guys.
gonna.
Because the ooze is part of the breeding pits.
Oh.
Breeding pits for what, might I ask, Tom?
I didn't want to say it.
So the Atrocity Realm is perhaps the foremost breeding ground for Banes.
Holy shit.
Countless pits filled with writhing bodies and gobbets of flesh serve as spawning grounds for Bane larvae.
Oh my god.
So not only that, you also have Scrags and other Banes guarding these pits.
Well, certainly.
Right,
You want
because
the crop to be, 100% crop, right? Protect them.
So once the Banes are born in these pits, the Banes find a scene of victimization and hover nearby, physically feeding off of all the negative energies.
Which, is everywhere around them.
say
So it's not like this is a journey. This is which will I have? I want some Jack the Ripper, or do I want some Ed Gein, or
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre over there. I'll take that one. There's a lot.
So not only that, in the air, black ash-laden smoke fills the gray sky, and the stench, a combination of rot, burning flesh, sulfur, and feces. Can you imagine how that smells?
No.
So you thought it would smell bad in your realm.
It doesn't really necessarily say it smells bad. It's just the air makes you complacent.
Let's paint this picture even darker.
Dude. Fuck, dude.
Moans, shrieks, and screams fill the air, coming from all directions. With each step, crunching or squishy sounds can be heard. As travelers pass, their footprints leave oily puddles that quickly fill with writhing worms and maggots.
That just sounds like the movie theater down the street.
Right?
I'm gonna be honest.
Thank you for bringing lighthearted jokes, because this is depressing.
I think this might be a little worse than yours.
I would say.
So, they did do here's a little lighthearted for you. So, traveling through the realm is like walking through a haunted house. Except the scenes here are far more vivid. And worse.
And real.
And reflections of actual occurrences.
Oh my god.
From past and present. So, like, they give you examples. So, you might have the depictions of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh.
Or a medical experiments at Auschwitz. Or a U.S. cavalry massacre of an Apache village.
Sweet. Maybe,
or a suburban rape camp.
Oh,
awesome.
Oh my god.
Maybe we could do a little Agent Orange out of Vietnam.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh boy, that would suck.
Cool? That would not be cool. Oh my god.
Alright, so shapeshifters can actually interfere in the scenes that are shown to you.
So they can try and stop whatever's about to happen?
So they can interfere and they can even destroy a tableau, whatever. I can't speak English.
It's alright.
So they can even destroy it. However, as soon as this is done, it will simply reform. Replaying it.
Right, and you didn't stop the thing.
Huh.
That still happened.
That still happened. The only way to actually exercise an atrocity is to permanently avenge or rectify the victim's suffering in the material world. So you can't do it there.
Oh.
You gotta go back to the material world to make it stop.
It could be a weird but cool story hook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, here's all these visions that you got there. Now go fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Good lord.
Bringing Danny nightmares.
It's already, yes.
He's so grossed out.
I'm very grossed out right now. My palms are sweating.
And good thing I didn't do this one, huh?
Yeah, because he could only... Yeah, no offense, Tom, but if he was doing it, he would just be like...
Oh, he would be creepy
vivid
about it.
Pictures,
Yeah, he would definitely be painting this picture a little better than I.
And the funny thing is we switched.
I know.
So
we did switch.
It was supposed to be me to Atrocity Realm.
So now we go to the modern age of it. That was just the broad strokes.
Sure.
So we'll get to the modern age. In recent years, the realm's evil seems to have increased.
Tell us more of these fleshy delights, Tom.
Perhaps due to the sheer number and scale of atrocities committed in the 20th and 21st centuries.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
The Banes now constitute a decided danger in the realm. And a Magen Incarnate now resides there.
It's so bad. Good lord.
And this is the thing that actually bothered me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just says a Magian Incarnate resides there.
Just one of the Magian Incarnate.
Done.
It doesn't tell you which one.
Done.
So we started talking. This is before you got here.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you saved it for me, because I can smell some...
Sulfur?
Well, sulfur and feces, but like speculation is what I was trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, well, who could it be?
Right. And I got to talk with Porter. I'm like, you know what? Let's pull up some that we think could be residing here. Because the tidbit that they give you is the Magian Incarnate has recently taken up residence in the realm, building a, in quotes, fortress of violated corpses amid the widest of the pits. From this ghastly citadel, the Incarnate organizes the Banes into crude mobs and orchestrates the harvesting of the negative energy. So based off of that, I went with Lady Ife, the ruler of cruelty.
Okay, I see why you would think that one.
At the same time, there are other options. We discussed it could be Lord Steel, who is the Magian Incarnate of Hatred.
That one we talked about before. I remember that one.
Yep.
He's the one that the only way to beat him was it to become him or something like that?
You end up becoming him
That's
if
what
you
it
kill
was.
him. You become the next one.
That's rough.
So, you end hatred, you significantly damage hatred in all the world for,
seconds.
Yeah, like a minute and a half.
What about a Kaluba? Or is that that's the Urgeworm stuff?
So it'd be the Night Entropy, the Incarnate of consumption.
That makes a little bit more sense.
I kind of like the cruelty one, but I guess it depends on which part of this atrocity realm you're looking at.
Or Urge of Violence.
Urge of Violence, all right.
Generals of the armies of the worm making more Banes.
All of the above? Fuck.
Chief of Rage.
Yeah, you know what? There's certain you don't have. It's not going to be lies. The Incarnate of Lies not going to be there.
Sure. Right.
That's Desire, probably not.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, Lady Ife, the Incarnate of Cruelty. Possible. The Hellbringer.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Incarnate of Violence. You can even go Apathy.
I could see that.
It's more of a stretch.
A little
I can still see it because
but it's there.
The vision, and if you're trying to help it, I don't know.
I think probably it's probably down to Lady Ife, Lord Steel, or the Hellbringer. Cruelty, hatred, violence.
Right.
I think that's probably the top three.
Those are the top three for sure.
And then at the same time, it doesn't tell you specifically which one it is. So
No.
That's storyteller discretion.
Exactly. But
I like it. They leave the room to play if you're actually going to be playing in this realm.
right. But let's look at the implication of that too. Is the Magian Incarnate, they all have their ducheries, their Amalfis. They already have domains.
So
if
whichever
one of
one
them
it
is branching out and setting up a second stronghold.
Oh my, that's how bad this is.
Getting closer and closer to apocalypse.
Right, as a story, there could be some serious implications there. Because remember, they ain't all friends.
No.
The Urges don't work together. The apocalypse would have won by now.
Point.
This is Nightmare Fuel for Nightmare Fuel.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yikes.
Yeah, a Nightmare Hybrid.
So there actually is like a little safe zone.
No one believes you.
No.
No, there is.
Safe zone?
There's a small safe zone. There was. Let me get to it.
Oh,
There was a
There
safe
was.
zone.
good.
So
It was
in-
corrupted.
I'm getting there.
Tell us about hope.
All right. There was hope in the realm. In one area of the realm rises a wall. This wall is made of simple black rock. Think of Vietnam War Memorial in D.C.
Sure.
Banes generally stay away from this wall, and along the wall, in characters ranging from Egyptian hieroglyphics to modern typeface, reads a list of names. Thurges speculate that the names represent all that have been victimized or abused in the course of human history.
Oh. Sounds like a foot or two long. Certainly not.
Certainly not a giant wall.
No. That's very sizable. It's
So
manageable.
this is a safe zone basically for the shifters. They don't get attacked there essentially with the visions. But that has recently changed.
Oh, good.
Go figure. Recently, the wall has been overrun with tendrils of barbed wire. This wire...
There's the other shoe.
Yeah, there's the other shoe. This wire is actually an ectoplasmic projection delineating the boundaries of the Dark Kingdom of Wire, a nation of ghosts formed entirely of victims of the Nazi Holocaust.
Boo, get out.
Okay.
So these so wraiths are now taking that over because the Banes wouldn't be there, so it's an easy spot to take.
I'm just gonna leave.
Told you this isn't a pretty place.
I need to go get some cotton candy and play some happy music.
The good thing.
He's going to tell you a good thing.
The ghosts of the Wire Realm have little understanding or interest in something as frivolous as were creatures.
So they go there, they don't be attacked at that wall, but it's being wrapped around by ghost barbed wire, but the ghost barbed wire that's there, they don't like the were creatures.
It's not that they don't like it, they don't care. They're there to expand their territory. They want more. But characters must tread carefully around them. Because if you do piss them off,
I can imagine this would be a bad day.
they can actually kill you.
Okay.
So what's happened is we are in Faces of Death / Saw the Umbral Realm. And Hellraiser is now breaking in.
So let's get on to entry and exit.
I have such sights to show you.
Oh, yes, you do. Because obviously the visions, they don't kill you. Like, even if you die in that vision, it doesn't actually kill you.
It's probably still going to suck.
Right.
Oh, no, you'll feel all of it.
You're feeling all of it.
Oh,
and then you're going to get hit with another vision as you keep traversing.
Okay.
Because this place just sucks.
So entrances and
It's ran off of nightmares.
Right.
So entry into the realm is typically instinctive and unwitting.
But why? Again, why would you go here? You asked the question for the other two.
You ready?
Yeah.
It just happens. Because shapeshifters...
Fuck off!
Shapeshifters who find themselves dwelling on thoughts of rage, violence, or death might find themselves unwittingly entering the realm. So it just happens. So mind your thoughts.
Easy on that rage.
Be a happy tree.
Be happy. Just put happy trees out there. Little Bob Ross.
Oh,
Alright, so exiting the realm.
Yes.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Well, I believe it's just wanting ice cream.
You would think.
Yes, I would think. Just go, I would like some ice cream. And then the ice cream truck shows up. And there's no dead kids in there. It's just ice cream.
Thank God.
No dead kids.
Oh, that's good.
No body parts.
Good.
And then they give you ice cream, and then you get to leave. Right?
Yay. Ice cream.
No.
Damn it.
Okay.
There is no conventional means of exiting this realm.
What the fuck?
I love how mind blown he's
I know.
getting.
This is so much
good.
fun.
I thought mine was so bad.
Oh no, I figured mine was worse.
Oh.
Neither moon bridges nor gifts allow travelers to leave. To exit the realm, a character must take the role of a victim and be slain by one of the realm's emanations. The character must suffer everything that the victim in question suffered, not lifting a paw to prevent the horror. Upon death, the character is mystically transported to another realm, perhaps the material world, perhaps another neo-realm, such as Pangea or the Summer Country. At least they're sending you somewhere nice. Compared.
Or compared. Fine.
Compared. Or, ultimately, this decision is up to the storyteller. It says it right there, too.
Wolf home.
Oh, that's so mean.
But not after.
True. Because that was the least.
Right? So yeah, all you gotta do is be like, hey, Black Dahlia, I got this.
They do have, I definitely recommend if you're going to do this crazy, stupid place, they have some actually neat story possibilities. Go check them out.
Cool.
They're pretty big. I'm not going to dive into them.
Fair enough.
In the laws, you pretty much kind of heard the laws. Emanations of the realm are ephemeral. They can't inflict actual pain to you.
Well, I'm sure
if you're actually killed by them, you're not.
You feel it. It's just you come back and then you do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So pain, not damage.
And there we go.
Ready for the next one? After each atrocity witnessed, all shapeshifters lose a point of temporary gnosis.
You said after each one?
Yes, I did. After each one.
Oh yeah, this is the worst.
After all gnosis is gone, shapeshifters lose 1 point of temporary rage per atrocity witnessed. After all rage and gnosis are gone, shapeshifters begin losing temporary willpower in similar fashion. When all temporary trait points are gone, the shapeshifter is automatically and somewhere is slain and ejected from the emanations of the realm. So at least you get kicked out, but you lost everything.
Well,
Temporary.
temporary, yeah. It's like you just have to
So
leave.
you're a ticking time bomb.
It's not even that. It's to leave, you just have to suffer.
Yes. Or
No, that's it. It just
well,
you
there's
have to
another.
suffer.
There's a good way of leaving, kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Is there another train to Melpheus?
Oh, I'm sure there could be one. I mean, how else are they getting the veins out of there?
Touche.
Think about it. Shapeshifters and okay, so the next law: shapeshifters encounter scenes relevant to their own sins. Shapeshifters who encounter it. A Garu who frenzied and killed innocent victims would surely see this scene, along with similar scenes relating to the darker aspects of their past. So they make sure you see your own wrongdoings.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can imagine so.
Well, they have another law. If you actually consciously wish to find a particular scene, you can roll for it.
That's fun.
That's fun. Why would you want to? Really? I mean, come up with something. Why would you want to?
Well,
Maybe you were there before and you know what you need to do to leave.
I mean, you could make that argument. How about, I need to know who killed and did stuff to my mother.
I was just thinking like a bunch of kinfolk. Your kinfolk were all slaughtered, and you want to know what happened.
You know, maybe you have a Black Spiral antagonist who has a penchant for artwork,
You son of a
and
bitch!
you want to learn more about him or try to find. You know,
Yeah, I could see that. I can see that. Actually,
yeah.
that's for us though.
But I mean, that could be a thing. Perhaps finding maybe an old ally had turned to the worm, or there was doubts as to whether or not he had. Maybe a friend is on trial for murder. What was it, 15 bodies over 5 states?
Uh-huh.
And was he falsely accused or not?
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's a way you could tell who did it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
he's digging into Danny so hard.
Tier 2 patrons.
They're enjoying those.
Yeah.
Well, not yet. Those stories won't happen
that's
for
for a
another
little
year.
while yet, but
Oh, that's true. Sorry, that's still fresh in my brain.
But lets you know that we got stories lined up.
yeah, I was gonna say.
That shit that's a ways away.
Yeah, but guess what? It's
So how do you
coming.
feel about this realm, Danny?
I'm gonna go-
You gonna go cry in a corner?
I do. I want some cotton candy. I want to play some happy birthday music.
Well, that just makes me think about the Candyman.
Oh, damn it!
No, I don't mean Tony Todd with all the bees. I mean that guy in the 70s who put bleach in, or was it Clorox powder or whatever, in the pixie sticks and killed those kids.
Candyman.
Yeah.
He would definitely be there.
That was a real guy.
It
It was the father of those kids, actually. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I did not know that.
And he probably tried to sue the company.
I like true crime.
Nice.
That's messed up. But I'm just trying to think of happy things.
Told you mine wasn't any better.
Right?
I literally
But
thought
I
mine was
thoroughly
gonna be-
enjoyed it with how you reacted.
What about happy clowns?
I hate clowns.
Like Pogo.
I hate clowns.
You know Pogo the Clown?
No clowns.
John Wayne Gacy?
No clowns
He
ever.
was a happy clown.
I'm sure he was happy. I don't like clowns.
I tried to help.
Yeah.
I did not try to
No,
help.
not at
No,
all.
that's
I
not
aggressively didn't.
That's not helping whatsoever. No, I don't like clowns.
So there's your dangerous don't realms. I don't see a reason you'd want to go to any of these. Well, maybe mine if you have to do something. If you have to face off against your worst thing you've done in your life.
It could be another rank challenge.
It's true.
Or some level of personal catharsis for what a character's gone through.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of these are obviously places you don't want to go, but are places that you could be sent or could end up as consequences of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
Or consequences of actions of people close to you. Or
either way, they're bad ideas.
yeah, they're
but
all.
they might be necessary.
Yeah, they're all a rough time, and the Umbra's not always a great place.
Mm-mm.
So they can't all be summer country. In fact, almost none of them are summer. Summer country really is the only
It's
one that's
the
summer
only
It
country.
one.
really is the only
And
one.
you're not going to get there.
No,
No.
not allowed.
Nope.
Nah.
Best place ever. Can't go there.
Nah, you're not going to get there. Maybe Erebus, which I think is a great place to go next after any of those.
That's a bad idea, too.
Is it? Because if I spent an hour and a half in the Atrocity Realm, I'm going to want a deep clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice deep cleanse.
Yeah. I definitely would be going there.
Right? He's not going to enjoy it, but this is... Look.
I'll enjoy it afterwards.
Right.
That's what I said, deep cleanse. Oh, shit. Man, I thought mine was bad. Like, mine was depressing, and I tried making as many lighthearted jokes as I could to keep it not
I couldn't do lighthearted with how you were reacting. I wanted to keep driving that stake in.
Yeah, me too.
I think I reacted that way because of how surprising, disgusting, and bad and torturous it was.
Yep.
He's a little squeamish.
Oh, yes, I am.
He's holding himself over there.
He is.
Well, I'm just trying not to sweat my ass off, but...
Because of fear?
Because he's in the Atrocity Realm where it's hot.
Because it's hot in here.
It's because of fear. It's fear sweats.
My fears. I am not admitting it. I will not admit that.
Billions of spiders, dozens of clowns.
Things that make you go... Blah.
What are you, a vampire?
Blah.
Blah.
Not blah.
It's
Blah.
Dracula.
Thank you for Halloween. Blah.
It's Dracula.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
That's true.
Blah. Disgusting. What do we do to ourselves today? God.
I'm enjoying this, honestly. Yeah, I like how Danny thought he had... It's like, you guys don't know bad. You don't know. I got the scar. You guys are fucked.
That's what I mean. I was
Glad I was last.
Yeah.
I was very surprised it's that bad.
Well, I knew the three of them. You know, when I switched to Wolfhelm, I had the easiest. This is the best deal. It sucks, but it's the best deal.
Out of these three, yes, that's the best deal.
Yeah, these all suck. But if you had to pick one, that's where we're going.
I mean, the only way you leave my realm is dying.
Over and over and over again.
Well, no, once you die the one time, you're kicked out.
Right, but you have to suffer those
Yeah.
things.
The atrocities until you die.
Right, but maybe going through those atrocities, you're dying every time until you lose all the rage and gnosis and willpower.
Well, no, it's once you die, you get kicked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Witnessing drains your shit.
Witnessing drains it. It's when you actually die from it, you get pulled out.
But then you have to go through that.
Yes.
Right, each and every time.
No, just the one time. Once you die, you're out.
Okay. The witnessing part.
Yeah, oh yeah, you witness as many as... I mean, if they're not actually deaths, you're going to witness tons. But until you find the one where it kills you...
Just pick your favorite.
Yeah, and you're not leaving. I mean, that is...
your favorite atrocity.
Because that is the law. You can't leave the realm until you, in quotes, die. So I think this one is the worst because you actually have to die.
You gotta go through, gotta experience it. I don't know, what would you do?
And you can actually die in the realm by Banes and those wraiths.
Yeah, that's the real death.
That's the real death.
That's the one you don't come back, you don't materialize in that one.
Nah.
So what would you pick if you're stuck in the atrocity realm?
If I was sent there?
If you were there, yeah, what would you pick to get out?
Visions would just be hitting me. I think it would just be until the right one hits or I lost all the power. Because if I was sent there without knowing how to get out.
No, we're saying you know how to get out. We're saying you know how to get out. You got to pick your poison. How would you go out?
Being killed by Xylo.
Is it an atrocity?
And why would that be an atrocity?
When he was in World War II.
Oh, that was the scene from the Battlegrounds, but...
I mean...
Technically an atrocity.
I'll give it to you. I see what you did there. I'll give it to you. How about you, Danny?
I think I would go back to that where Jaeger killed his first innocent, and that would just keep playing over and over in his head until he lost everything.
That's pretty bad.
Or be in the eyes of the innocent, and then you'd die.
Probably.
I think I'd watch the Transformers movie.
That would definitely kill you.
I mean, it's certainly an atrocity.
Yeah.
You went all the way around that just to say that.
Yep.
I half expected him to say something about Avengers movies, but okay.
Oh, my
I'd
God.
watch the Michael Bay Transformers movie.
Explosions.
But remember when Bumblebee peed on John Turturro?
Sure.
You're welcome. I gave you a laugh.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that would be pretty torturous for you, though.
For me, certainly. I think I took an egg just saying it. I think that's probably... Let's end on that high note.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Danny can
there's
go
some high
home
note
and
there.
Yep.
maybe not have a string of nightmares that he's going to blame on us.
Just like, we're going to do it anyway.
Probably. But we'll leave on that high note. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Sorry to depress you.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, yeah, happy Halloween.
We're being festive, damn it.
It's a good theme. I like it.
Right?
It's good for that.
Yup. And we will, of course, see you next week. Thank you. On behalf of everyone here at Scratch Wolf Studios, we appreciate you. We love your support. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Keep your claws sharp, your head on a swivel. Take it easy.